Hello. Welcome to the last live show for the Mortal Instruments.
For at least 6 months.
I know, 9 months. We've been doing this.
Yeah, no, but the last one for 6 months, right?
Oh, well, yeah.
Because there's 6 of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We read the
we've
Infernal
done
Devices and this. So
Taking the break is 6 months.
yeah,
we're taking a break for 6 months. Is what I'm saying.
Oh, yes. I was just saying we've done this for 9 months.
Oh yeah, we have.
yeah, we've done this.
So this was the last one, as Tati just mentioned, that we're going to be doing for at least the next 6 months. Then we're going to reevaluate if we even want to come back. But that's I guess we can talk about after we're done talking about this and just push it away.
Yes.
And we can talk about the future and better things. So
better things.
Better
hopefully
things.
better things. So I guess we should start off with just saying hi and then what you gave this book, star rating wise.
Yes.
I guess I'll start.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will. Sammy, this is my channel. Hi. I gave this 5 stars. Skylar, your turn.
I get this is
Move on, real quick.
I'm just gonna drop that and just run.
Oh my god, you couldn't even get it out all the way.
I'm Skylar. I gave this a 1.5 star. Moving on.
Okay, well, I'm Taylor, and I didn't read it because I don't like Cassandra Clare. I'm here for moral support and the tea. So 0 stars? No stars?
Oh my gosh.
Not available.
Mika?
Well, I'm Mika, and I didn't actually finish it. I have like half of the episode left, but I haven't really read it, so I'm just gonna give it 3 stars, and that's about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Isenia. I actually read it this month. Woo woo! Last month I DNF, but yesterday I powered through, read the whole thing, and I'm giving it 3 stars.
I'll take it.
I'm Tati. I came over prepared this month. I finished the book like 2 weeks ago. And I gave it 4 out of 5 stars.
Good little mix.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a mix this month.
Where
Okay.
to start?
I don't even know.
Either there was no plot.
Why was I going to say this is the one I thought had
The most plot.
Yeah, I thought it had the most plot.
Speak your truth.
I mean,
Yeah.
I personally thought this was probably the best one. Taylor's.
You know what? I'm gonna agree with you, Sammy. I think I gave Lost Souls 4 stars, but I think that this one is the most well-rounded one, even though I rated it lower. It's just so damn long. Like, why did it need?
It was aggressively long. It was aggressively long.
They all have been aggressively long. We've been doing
Yes.
folks.
Yes. I say that the plot was thin because it's been thin since the very beginning. And also because the book is aggressively long because she has to juggle plot with characters when clearly she just wants to focus on characters. So take out the plot. I've been saying this since the beginning. Take out the plot. Just focus on the characters. I don't really care about the plot.
Yeah.
Like, she clearly wants to just like go deep on the characters, so she should just do that instead of like having to have a world-ending plot of sorts.
Yeah,
That was my take on it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mention of a lot of different wars in this. Many of which names I'd honestly never heard of or recognized that they had names until upon further reflection in this, I think what made me think it was the most well-rounded was how well I thought it balanced keeping me interested in a bunch of different people, and I think because it kept rotating, made it easier to read and
Yeah.
made it more enjoyable than just following one set of characters in one place at one time. We were usually in 3 different places,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I thought helped.
Yeah.
And then I thought some of the places were interesting. But overall, I just thought it was definitely better than the last book. I think the last book was my least favorite. Alcohol.
Yeah, I agree
yeah.
on that.
It was the worst one.
I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this book, even though I gave it 4 stars.
I really like the plot. I just think that it's very slow paced and very long. But that's the thing. If it were long, but at least it was fast paced, but it's not. So that's the kind of thing. And also what you said about following 3 set of characters, I was mostly interested in 2 of the sets. I didn't really care about what was happening with Maya at all. Like I couldn't
Neither
give
did I.
less of a fuck.
That was even the way that, spoiler alert, Jordan, is that his name, Jordan? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
Jordan Kyle.
Death was handled, I was like, what?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was bad, but the way Sebastian says, oh by the way, your boyfriend's
dead.
dead. That was great.
Yeah, I'm like,
That was
oh.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sebastian is something else in this book. He's
Oh, well, no, let's save it for later.
Well, I have no plans, so if you want to start a new topic, please, because I
Okay, wait. I'm gonna post something. Wait, go ahead, Mika.
Okay, I have a couple of things that I want to talk about. The first one is that the fact that she said before the book came out that 6 main characters, or actually she said 6 characters that we know the name of were going to die, and it ended up being the stupid ass people that nobody cared about.
Yep.
And even in the ending, that could have been like heartbreaking or losing one of the characters we mostly care about, she couldn't even commit to it. So that made me real. Sebastian's kind of redemption at the end was super stupid, and that also made me super mad.
It was a redemption in like 1 sentence, and I was like, am I supposed to care?
Yeah,
I didn't see it. I didn't see it as a redemption. I didn't see it at all.
It was like, it wasn't my fault. I'm good now. The evil is gone. It was me all along.
I feel like it was more
that
like a
was
way
kind
to
of
put the characters in more pain.
Yeah.
Like the same, like
But
the
why
whole,
would you feel pain? Like, you didn't know him as anything other than the evil Sebastian. So why
Yeah.
would you feel pain in his last, like, 1 sentence?
Yeah.
I would just
Even
move
if
on
I
with my
care
life and be
about
like,
She does this stuff because she's non-committal.
And they didn't care. So.
But she's
the
done
only
this with
good thing
everybody.
about that situation is that you could see it coming with the brother Zachariah thing. That was like the same thing happened to him. So at least there, but still very bad.
Yeah.
But I think it was you, Sammy, that tweeted it, but I actually really liked the prologue too. I was like, color me intrigued. I think it was
but I think that should have been the prologue for the next series and not this series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like that at all.
It didn't belong in
I
this
didn't-
book
I mean,
at
yeah.
all.
I didn't like that
kind
she
of
used this
is,
book as
though.
a backdoor pilot. That pissed me
Yeah.
off. I
But-
didn't
yeah.
need that.
Yeah, but
you guys, that's her thing though. She's done that this whole
I
time.
know, and I hate it.
I
I
know,
wish she
but-
wouldn't do it.
It doesn't need to happen.
No.
Like, just save it for the next series. Introduce Emma, but don't introduce the whole fucking plot
because
of the
the thing
next
is, we
series.
already know now the plot of the next series is just going to be, oh my god, they're parasite, but they can't be together because
Yeah.
they love each other, but they can't now because they're parasite. Like, we already know now, so there's no, like,
And
interest.
also, like, oh my god, I need to get revenge for my parents' murder. I know what I'm going
like, save
into
that
now.
for the next series,
Yeah.
I
in my
mean,
opinion.
I agree with all that, but if you take that out, what's the plot of the book? Because most of the plot of the book
Yeah, exactly.
starts
So
with
the
that.
fact that
So,
it's the last book in her first series, and it's not interesting unless you're talking about the next series, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Because then you don't care about this series. You only care about the next one,
Yeah.
which is just bad
you
writing.
could kind of see all
Well-
of the books like one big one. So.
Well, I have another hot take. You guys know this
Go
one.
for it.
So, I think it's the beginning of part 2, how they have like those dream sequences. Boom,
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
start the book off like that. And kind of
Yeah.
in
I
a
liked the.
alternate timeline. I didn't, here's the thing. I didn't like it at first when I read it because I was like, oh, we got to do this shit again. Like, But if you take out that whole first chunk of 300 something pages and just start off like in the middle, like take out all of part 1 and only keep the important bit, which is like 5 pages, and then
Yeah. Yeah, because like part 1 is a lot of going
Yeah.
back and forth of like getting into position. And like it's just like we get shown the same event from like 5 different perspectives, which like I could just do with the one. I don't need to know how every single character felt about this one fucking thing.
Yeah.
Just like give me the one important perspective and then just like move on.
Yeah, like it could have just been from like Alex's perspective or wherever.
Yeah.
Seeing how everybody ended up with because all it
Yeah.
really was like me and this person are getting married and me and this person are so in love and blah blah blah. Like,
Mhm.
I don't.
Yeah.
There's this one should have been kept in the drafts. For a little bit longer,
I know Cassie Clare's editors don't even bother with her books anymore. Like they just get longer. They're just like, you just write whatever you want. We'll just let it be.
Yeah.
Like
I would like to see an alternate timeline
Also,
where she's
speaking of-
not an author. See what we get. What happened?
Skylar, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just gonna say, speaking of the book being a backdoor pilot, did you catch the Bane Chronicles advert
Yeah.
in the epilogue?
Yeah. It was very much there.
Magnus going, I've written my life story for you, and it tells this story, and this story, which is like, you could just put this on the back of the Bane Chronicles, and it would belong there.
You
It
know
doesn't make me
the
want to read it. It's just like,
of that is that there's a bit of 2 or 3 stories that he doesn't even remember because in the Bane Chronicles he asks Katerina to remove his memories about Camille, so it's not even possible for him to read it. To write it. Sorry, he says that Katerina helped him, so it's just there to be basically a promo. Like it wouldn't even make sense in her story.
Yeah.
So.
that just kind of annoys me. I don't know why. It's irrational, but it really just annoys me
Yeah.
because it's so unnecessary.
You know what? I know it's me too. I'm talking about Magnus and kind of related to the Bane Chronicles. The last story in the Bane Chronicles is basically Izzy and Alex just calling him so he would take Alec back and being super annoying, like calling him every day, leaving long ass messages. And at the beginning of the book, they do that too. And there's a part where when they finally show up, I think Magnus comes to say goodbye to him when they go to Idris. They really want to make Alec the victim when he was the one who fucked it all up and was an asshole all of the last book, and it really pissed me off. Like, bitch, you were like the worst person ever, and now you're trying to play the victim and saying that it's Magnus' fault that you broke up. Like, no.
Alec came out unscathed in this.
Yeah.
He was unscathed. He didn't give the only person you can convince me otherwise, but the only person he truly cares about is his family and Magnus. He didn't care about any of these other. He didn't care about Jordan. He didn't care about Simon. He didn't care about I don't know any of these other things.
He barely cares about Clary.
barely. And we can honestly argue about him actually caring about Jace.
I mean, Jace doesn't care about him either, so like there's that.
No.
Like Jace could not give less of a fuck about Alec.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Jace literally cares about Clary, and that's it. Everything else is like
Yeah.
it's not a thing that registers for him.
Yeah. It also really pissed me off when they were in hell, whatever, and they tried to make Chase be this kind of hero that had all the plans and he could save everyone. It's like,
Yeah, they were like, "Oh, he's a
I
great
think that's not it.
strategist."
Like,
No.
no. Yeah. That was annoying.
Yeah.
Too.
Too much like weight is put on Jace's opinion of anything. And it's just like he's an idiot. He's a 17-year-old idiot. Like, why are you paying attention to him?
Well, even too much weight is placed on Clary too. Like,
Yeah.
like this timeline, she's only known about this world for like
6 months.
They said that
6 months. I looked it up. They had 2 wars in 6 months.
And I'm like, dude, like she didn't even know. She didn't even know what a Shadowhunter was.
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah.
I think
fate is in her hands.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest failings of the series overall is that it takes place in 6 months. Like this series should have been a book. Like, one book is 1 year. Like, because it taking place in you having 2 major wars in 6 months makes 0 sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you expecting this much character development in 6 months is ridiculous.
Yeah. It also like falling so deep in love 6 months that you cannot live without them and you like
Yeah.
throw away your memories and whatever. It's like it's been 6 months. Slow down.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. If you
Okay.
told me it was like
Whatever.
6 years, that's a different thing right there.
Well, even if they were
2
to
years, it would
even
be
if they were to make it like a 3-year span, like
Yeah.
1 year.
Yeah.
they could have
That also makes more sense.
Because I feel like part of the reason why the timeline is so like compact is because she
Yeah.
wanted to keep them as teenagers.
Yeah. But even then, like it wouldn't it makes more sense if they were more grown up.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, there's just so many things.
Yeah.
With
and the
just
thing is that like some of these like things like they get put into the show, and this has nothing to do with anything, but I just like it's inconsistencies that I notice like when I think about the show now, and it's just like there's at one point in like season 3 that Magnus says that he and Alec had only been dating for like 2 months. And like when you think about all the things that have happened in those 2 seasons, it's like it makes no sense. And then you read the books and it's like, oh, okay, now I understand why this would be possible.
Yeah.
Well, it's also
Yeah,
not
this-
possible that Clary would be as good a Shadowhunter as they make her out to be through the entire series. Like, when did she train? When?
Literally, never.
yeah, her
When?
And in the
Like,
books, it's just like she just when she says like this calmness comes over her, and then she's like suddenly a great fighter, and I'm like, bitch, when did you train?
No. And when did she have time to hone her like magic abilities? When?
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't do any fighting in this book. I don't know if she did a single thing. I'm trying to think.
and when she did, it was like
Green thing in the short,
it wasn't.
and that's it.
Mostly she just stabs at things
Which matches her skill
at a
set.
very close distance. It's true. It's true.
No, I'm not.
It is true.
I'm trying to think of what major plot points we could discuss. Does anybody have anything that
Yeah, I have a couple more things. Do you know me? Speaking about inconsistencies, the fact that suddenly Merlion can lie, like that came out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, she's saying Meliorn can lie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that came out of fucking nowhere.
That was weird too because where did that come from?
Because he's half fairy instead of full fairy.
The issue as
But
well is
it's
not
good.
to know it. Oh.
What'd you say?
Okay.
Sarah?
Yeah, I think we're good now.
Okay. I was just gonna say, I think the issue wasn't just that it came out of nowhere. It's just they didn't really do anything with it either. It was like, oh, he can lie, and everyone moved on. Like, they could have done something with that.
Well, I mean, he
But they
died.
didn't really.
Yeah, he did
after
die.
That's
He
what I
died
mean.
like
So it was
2
like,
pages afterwards.
This is a testament to the novel. I'm like,
so it was just kind of like, what was the
God. Lord have mercy. Okay, I have something to say that's like so not important, but I think you guys, because I feel like a lot of us listen to the audiobook.
Mhm.
Can we talk about Sophie Turner's demon voice for a second?
There were two people. I don't think was it her?
I think it was.
It was her and
The other person was the male.
Mhm.
Yeah, but the one who did the demon voice was her, I'm pretty sure.
So here, I actually bookmarked it on my Audible. So, because I was like, no, we got to talk about this. And then I was on Twitter and I saw Mika tweet about it. I was like, okay, I'm definitely going to talk about
Also, Speed It Up at 3.0, I think. It was so funny. It was like, no.
Okay, I have to. Hold on. Let me not speed it up as much. I was listening to it at 1.7 at this part, so let me see if it'll play.
Set to torturing you in every way I
Hold
can
on.
devise. Sebastian Morgenstern, said the demon. Tomorrow night, he attacks Alicante. Tomorrow night,
It's so bad.
I hated that.
Let me tell you, like, I know it's supposed to be a demonic voice, so she nailed it. But I was laying in my bed last night, and I was like almost about to fall asleep, and
I
it
hated that.
scared the absolute shit out of me last night.
Honestly, I didn't listen to the audiobook this time around. I actually sat down to read it, and that I hated that. I hated that. I'm very glad that I didn't listen to the audiobook now because I hated that.
Yeah. There was also
Like,
a switch
whoa,
between
so-
Sophie and the male boy. That was also very freaking. Yeah, it freaked me out.
But I saw. I think it was. Oh, hey, Amelia.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
5. You can put up how many fingers, I guess.
Okay,
I
yeah,
did
sure.
3.
4.
Taylor didn't read it.
I'm really frozen.
And that's like the face that she's frozen on.
Yeah.
That's it perfectly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of interesting. I did actually like the audiobook in this because I did enjoy the switching of voices and in general how some things were spoken. Especially I think Emma's chapters or the chapters that followed Emma. I thought these were read as particularly
Yeah,
well.
I mean, if you don't count the demon boys, Sophie Turner did a good job.
You see, I have another hot take. I didn't like her narration of this.
Really?
No?
Because here's the thing. At first, I thought it was just because she was changing characters and she was changing her accent. But there were some parts of the book where she would speak in her normal voice, and then it'd get Americanized out of nowhere, and it'd go back to her normal voice. And then at first, I thought it was just because the characters were like, the characters are American. No, it was like regular. It wasn't a character talking. It was just weird to me. I don't know.
They do sometimes do some kind of weird accent for Alec and Isabel, which is
Yeah.
very weird, but throughout all of the audiobooks, they do that. and it's kind of British, but not really. It's like I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. The audiobooks are really inconsistent.
Yeah, but it's because they changed narrators like
Yeah.
every other book too. So
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
Like when Ed Westwick
Ed
was
Westwick did a
writing,
great job.
Yeah.
I really like this.
I couldn't understand a word he was saying, so
Ed Westwick.
yeah, could not
I-
understand anything that he was saying. Whenever his parts came on, I had to like slow down the audiobook because I just couldn't understand what he was saying.
Yeah.
Who?
Ed Westwick,
Ed Westwick.
Oh,
because he was
It's
like
like-
he was using his normal British voice, so I just could not understand a word he was saying.
I just think Chuck Bass every time we listen to a book that he narrates.
I mean, fair.
In that video where he just stops and like posts it. I'll tweet it if I can find the link. It's just hilarious.
His acting is hilarious.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Let's be real.
Okay.
Okay. What else we got?
if you were, I'm just curious. If you were to rate the whole series, what would you give it?
Oh,
Like as a whole?
a 3.
Okay.
Some were
Actually, probably-
decent, some were not. A 3.
Yeah. I think I would give it a 2.
Steve Glass just
Yeah,
said-
too.
I mean, I only rated City of Glass high, but that was
Yeah.
not true. So
Sammy, what would you rate the series?
2.
Yeah, I saw that coming from Skylar.
Probably, I don't know, because I'm trying to compare it to like other series that
No.
to try to find like a actual decent. I'd probably give it like a 3.5 or 4.
Yeah.
Objectively, no. Subjectively, 3.5, 4 to 4.
If I were to compare it to other series, I'd give it a 1.
Probably.
Dead ass. Because like
you know
it
what?
doesn't.
If I had to compare it to other fantasy series, YA fantasy series from this time that they were released, I actually would rate it higher. Not a 2 because they were so bad.
Yeah, there were some other YA fantasy that were like coming out at this time that was sketchy as fuck.
Dark Times, Evermore, Dark Times.
Please do not get me started on that because I will rant.
There is some, yeah. I
And
mean,
also, the Fallen series was also coming out at this time.
Yeah, the Has thing.
Yeah.
In general,
Vampire
it was a bad time
Diaries.
for YA.
No, wait, Vampire Diaries was way before.
Twilight.
Twilight.
there was part of this. So, what was, I can't remember now. There was a part of this that gave me such Twilight vibes. I feel like, I do not remember. Let me see.
This book or this
Right.
series?
No, this book in particular.
Oh,
There-
okay.
it was
I was
just
just
like
say
a-
where.
No, it was like a singular happening, but I don't remember.
I think that it's at the end because I think I had that feeling too. But I don't know.
Let's see.
Oh no, I know what it is. So the whole thing with Jace and his like, I can't touch you, I'll hurt you thing gave me such big Dawn vibes where it's like, I can't touch you. I will like
Yeah.
Skin of a killer, Bella.
Yeah.
like the angst of like they can't touch gave me such big Breaking
Yeah.
Dawn honeymoon vibes. Like, sorry, we're on our honeymoon right now, but we cannot touch. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But then obviously they give in, but yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not.
I didn't realize it
great.
was muted, but
Yeah.
can we also just appreciate that this was a thing throughout the entire book? But he brings a condom to hell with him. It was
I cannot stand this man. I cannot stand this man.
and he pulled that out, and I was like, "Why did you have that?"
Yeah, and she made no comment of it.
They could not touch when they went. But he brought that to hell.
Yeah.
Cassie
Why?
Claire,
Like, it's just my wallet.
And like she didn't even say specify
what?
that it was a condom. She didn't even specify. She was just like, I heard foil like crackling, and I was like, no,
Oh, Lord.
no, you are not pulling this.
I wish they just
It was
would've
funny.
let it be
It was
unsafe.
more funny to me because, like, one paragraph before, Clary was like, "Oh no, but I'm not wearing like nice underwear because why would I bring that to hell?" And I'm like, "But he's bringing this
Yeah.
priorities."
I don't
Just-
even remember this happening.
did.
Wait.
You don't
Oh,
remember
It did.
Yeah.
No, I think like as soon as I read these books, I like block them from my memory. I swear.
this is yesterday.
No,
I know. Like I just don't know.
Give me 1 second. I am tracking this down.
They hooked up in a luminescent fog.
Dude. Couldn't. And it wasn't like I wasn't paying attention. Like I was paying attention.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. I'm not gonna go around defending some of these scenes. Okay, there's a lot of questionable things. I think he's trying to go for like the whole, oh, they're saying, but like why at this point? Like you've already promoted too much.
it was
questionable.
just a weird moment because, like, of all the places to bring that,
Of
and
all
the
the places
fact
to
that they
have
couldn't
sex
touch
for
each
the
other
first time.
when they left. Like, they couldn't even kiss when they left. So, like,
Yeah.
why was he that
Maybe he just
prepared?
keeps it in his wallet at all times,
That's not
ready
good
for
for them.
action wherever it
That's
may
not
pop
safe.
up.
That's not safe. They break like that.
Yeah. I'm trying to
I
find
know,
the...
but I don't know if Jace is necessarily like peak intelligence. So
He's
he may
not.
just think that's like the smartest thing he could ever do.
I think
Okay.
there's not a single shadow hunter that has an ounce of intelligence, is what I've gathered from the end of this.
Yeah.
book. But yeah, I think generally very not smart people.
Oh wait, I found it.
Oh, great.
Thank God, because I was...
The exact line says, "She felt Jace's muscle flex as he reached past her for something and heard the crackle of foil."
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Me too.
Wait, what page is that? Where is that
535 in my book.
at? Okay, so it should be around the same.
It's the chapter is chapter 20.
Okay.
Yeah, it's I'm trying to find the page.
So, in the hardcover, it's 525. Oh, wait, maybe it's farther.
Oh, I found it. It's 527 in this
Yeah, I
version.
have it on like page 525, 26.
Good Lord. Yeah, no. You could not tell you that I remembered that.
It's very, yeah.
It was a choice.
Yeah.
It was slightly better than my initial. Okay, what am I saying here? It was slightly better than what they did at Clockwork Princess, which was just
Yeah. No. That was horrible.
I don't remember honestly.
that was dirty. That was Clockwork Princess was dirty for that. That was a whole other level. This wasn't that bad. I feel like it could have been worse. So,
Yeah.
I mean, the whole world of Edom,
Yeah.
where it's like
Yeah.
sort of parallel universe thing, I thought was interesting. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Not that it was like very fleshed out, but it's also like I didn't
Yeah,
expect.
I think it was interesting in concept,
Mhm.
not necessarily executed as well as it could have been.
Yeah. but I didn't necessarily want it to be super well executed, honestly, because I read enough of this book. Like,
No, I agree.
Yeah. From what I remember of the TV show, they do the thing where they go to eat them, and it's kind of better. From what I remember,
It's way
like
better.
more
It's
more
better.
fleshed out at least.
Yeah, it's better. The way they do it in the TV show is better.
When I first
and the
started that,
ending thing too.
when I first started that section, I was like, tell me that we're not about to have, and it was all a dream.
Honestly, I was very worried that that's where I was going to end up in the prologue of just like, this was all just Jem retelling Tessa how it all went down. Because of that ending in Clockwork Princess where he's like, it's a long story. I was very worried that I was gonna get to the epilogue of this book and be like, and it was all just telling Tessa how it went down because I was about to be pissed.
Oh, I was like, if this is how it's gonna end right now, I'm not even coming to the live show.
I was legitimately
worried.
worried.
I can't put myself on screen because
No, I was legitimately
I
worried.
was gonna be angry.
Yeah. You know.
I mean, I didn't get to the end, so whatever.
Same.
I
mean, you're almost there. You like your last update said that you were like 96% in, so like you're almost there.
Yeah, I have like 20 minutes left.
Oh, okay, you're there.
You're good.
So
you're good.
And either way, I already know what happens in the end bit. Like,
yeah,
that's one of the only things I remember, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, then you're fine.
The ending. I want to talk about that because I have many thoughts.
Go ahead.
Or like the ending. Like, okay, let's talk.
We're talking about.
Let's talk what happened at the very end with them getting trapped and then untrapped, and then we can talk about like the epilogue. So let's start with. Oh God. I honestly didn't even like care that much about how Sebastian died. Like, you could have killed him anyway, and I would have been like, whatever. I don't really care. I really don't care about like the villainy of the story. Like, I was like, I know he's gonna die eventually. It's like, what's gonna happen? So I don't really care.
Yeah.
And it was pretty obvious that Clara was gonna be the one to kill him because, of course, she would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't hate. I mean, I think I could have done better. I didn't hate how he died. I don't know. What is anyone else's thoughts on how he died?
I didn't care.
It was all very quick. Like, they didn't really have to work for it.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of happened. And then it was done, and I was like, oh. Okay. Didn't really feel anything, to be honest.
That's the thing that happens with a lot of fantasy series, that they tell you all throughout the book how difficult it is to beat this enemy, how difficult it actually is, how they're all gonna die, and I'm pretty sure you know what I'm referencing that I read not so long ago, and I also said this about it. They tell you, oh, this is going to be so difficult, and then they end in like 2 sentences, and he's gone, dead, nobody died, and it's like, are you kidding me? Like, what have you been telling me for 400 pages? Was it all just a lie, basically?
Yeah.
And I really hate it. And I also
What
really
were
hated
the like 6 that she was supposed to have killed off? Because I don't think I can name.
Yeah.
I don't think I can name
Jordan. Meliorn Jordan, Sebastian,
Sebastian,
Raphael.
Amadeus? She died?
Amadeus died. And I'm missing one.
Raphael.
Oh, Raphael. There we go. That's 5. I'm still missing one, though.
Are they counting Mark? I don't think we knew Mark.
No, Mark's still alive. Maureen, there we go.
Right. Mark, I meant to die. Robert.
Like, bottom line is, those are all characters we don't care anything about. And, like,
Yeah.
Sebastian was the villain, so we kind of knew that he was going to die.
Yeah, we knew he was gonna kick the bucket from the very beginning.
Yeah, but y'all also can't expect her to commit to killing characters and pull them out somewhere in another series or claim that they did something at the end of another
Honestly,
series or something like
she was
that.
just gonna resurrect them anyway if he killed them. So like,
Yeah, there's no point.
I'd rather she not kill them because I hate resurrection. It's just so stupid. So
Why have I never read is there a series where actually they die at the end? I would like to know.
because why authors are scared of killing off their characters?
Yeah, not why. Right?
They don't have the balls to do it.
Yeah.
It does happen, but in, like, series that I no longer want to promote. So, like,
Yeah, there we go.
you know, like,
Yeah.
but even then, those are never, like, your main character.
Yeah, I know. I mean, there is one series that the main character gets killed off.
I mean, it kind of happened.
Are you talking about? I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah, that's the one. That is the one.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait.
It has a movie series.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Do you want me to tell you?
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's OG book series.
It's like OG dystopian series.
The Hunger Games. Think of this one.
Are you talking about the one by Nick Rock?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I've never read it.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
I wouldn't know. But you're right. As soon as somebody says the Hunger Games, like, I think of that one too for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, I never read it. So.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, no worries.
Yes. Sorry for the spoilers.
Doesn't someone die in the Matrix too?
I feel like people don't do it anymore because Veronica Roth got death threats after that.
She did? I thought that was one of the better moves she made in the whole series.
People hated that.
I loved it.
Hey, now
Yeah.
people probably appreciate it more, but
Yeah.
back in the day,
Oh, at the when I read it at the time, I loved it. I thought it was a great. I thought she did great.
I was
Like-
livid. when I
Like,
read
for me, like, make me feel pain. Show me how much I
Yeah.
care about these characters.
Kill the main character. It's fine. I don't mind.
Do I want you to kill off the entire cast? No.
No.
Like, but, you know, like, give me something to
Kill
feel.
a few. Kill a few.
I wish she would have killed off the other character instead. Just me though. I think that would have been better, personally.
yeah, that probably would have been better. So that ending was whatever, with him dying and then the evil getting sucked out of him by the heavenly fire, whatever. I just like black it out. I just pretend it doesn't exist. Let's talk about the demon.
Sophie Turner. I'm just kidding.
Magnus's daddy.
Oh, Asmodeus.
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus. I mean, I already knew it was gonna happen. I just didn't know how it was gonna happen.
Mhm.
I didn't know that's why it happened, but like as I was getting closer to it, I was like, "Oh, this is how it's gonna happen." Okay, I see it. But I don't know. It's just like the series did it better. That's all I'm gonna. I thought the series did better because I know people have some of you haven't watched the series. I thought that the series did it better.
I want to watch it because now no spoilers. Even though
Yeah.
it's ish. I liked what they did better than if they would have just killed Magnus.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that would be unpopular. I feel like it might have been better if they just killed Magnus, but I feel like I liked because I feel like they talked a lot about demons and like how they just like prey on like
Yeah.
and I don't know, I think it was a little more interesting. Not the best plot device ever, but
Mhm. Here's the thing, Magnus is one of the few characters that I actually really like, so I don't mind that Simon had to give up his vampirism and his memories
Yeah.
in order to keep Magnus alive. I don't mind that.
Now,
The thing is that they kind of backtracked on that decision.
Yeah,
He
the
ends
thing
up
that pissed me off was the
alone
backtrack.
either way.
Yeah.
That's the bad part of the plot. They
Yeah.
backtrack on it and it just ruins it. Because
Yeah.
although I want to say that they were all very stupid while they were having that discussion of, oh, I'll
Yes.
sacrifice myself, and he was like, I'm a teenager, and the others were like, but you're dead. And it was so stupid. Like, they cannot connect two thoughts together.
No, they really
dumb.
can't.
So yeah, but yeah, the backtracking was the part that was awful about it.
Yeah, I don't think they should because like the backtracking is the thing that really pissed me off. Like, oh, his memories suddenly come back, and it's just like,
It's
Really,
kind of like
though?
a resurrection plot.
Yeah, I hated that.
yeah, exactly. It's kind of like a resurrection plot, and I'm like, why?
Also, can we talk about how when that thing happens, Sebastian dies, they escape the hell, and he gives up his memories. There are 2 chapters left. I mean, 1 chapter and the epilogue. Like, what was the need for that? You could have just
Yeah.
one big epilogue, and
Yeah.
that was it.
Ksenia, did you have thoughts on the end?
And
not head empty, thoughts gone. But I do have to chime in on, I would have totally killed Isabel.
Tea?
Oh,
I really love her though. Like, she's one of my favorite characters. But
Yeah.
how much more powerful would that have been
yeah,
if they just killed her?
Would have been the least expected.
yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
And it
Like-
would have been
I
a
could have done without Alec too. They could have killed Alec, and I wouldn't mind that much either.
okay.
Go back.
They could have just killed everybody.
They should have just killed it. Honestly,
Honestly.
they should have just sacrificed Clary.
They
They
should
should
have
have just
killed
sacrificed
Clary.
Clary.
They should have killed Clary.
I was like, but I do.
I'm pretty sure Alec would have been happy to go back to his like normal life before Clary showed up and messed up everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, here's
Clary was a pain in the ass. So they should. My vote goes to like, if we're gonna vote someone off the island, vote off Clary.
let's kill Isabel. Let's kill Luke.
They should
Let's
take
do it. Let's go. Let's do it. Give me something to care for. I don't care about all these little side characters. I don't even know their names. They die. And I'm supposed to feel something.
I totally thought they were gonna kill off some parents. They didn't. Why didn't
Yeah.
they kill off their cheating dad? Like, come on, just kill him off.
Oh my god. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Kill off Robert. I was expecting for him to die the entire novel.
Yeah.
Kill off Maris too.
Yeah, because I don't know if y'all noticed that, but like when in the first couple chapters it says that like behind the lecterns where the consul and the inquisitor stand, there are like these really big ass windows, and I'm like, that's a really easy way to get killed. Like that's a very easy way to get killed, like standing like with your back to a window. Just saying.
Yeah. But I just feel like it would have given, because what were these characters fighting for, like, really, at the end of the day? It wasn't, like, it was important, you know, because it's like their whole world being threatened.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, I feel like nobody but, like, Clary had an emotional stake in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, her, it makes sense. But, like,
Yeah.
I'm supposed to believe that, like, Alec cares. Like, why does he care? Like, why does he care?
He doesn't.
I like how
I mean, at the end of the day, they're just like trying to prevent the extinction of the Nephilim, but none of them care. Nobody really cares. Clary cared because it was directly affected. Like it was her family that was doing.
Yeah, and then Jace too, because you know it's like. So I get why they cared, but it's like, well.
Well, I think
Yeah.
it showed too that no one else, like the Clave, kind of cared, but then most of the time they're just kind of like.
Eh.
I mean,
The Clave,
Like,
Clave literally let a bunch of teenagers and like 2 adults solve this entire thing.
The whole
And I
Not
think
for the first
it's, like,
time.
the loosest terms. Because Alec is just 18. So like adult in the loosest
Yeah.
term.
Oh, we've got Megan.
Like
We can.
even the whole
Megan.
last book, or was it 2 books? I don't know. But when Sebastian had Jace, Declare was like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't really
whatever.
care. Like it's just one dude. Like it's like no."
And he's supposedly like the best shadow hunter of his generation.
Yeah,
And
like,
the claim
nobody,
is to,
literally
like-
nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
You're like, you know, we just don't think the resources are worth it.
Yeah. Nobody gives a single shit
Yeah.
about anything in the series.
It's like, okay.
Honestly.
And I stand by,
No
like,
way.
these are the
They
most
didn't-
selfish characters I've ever read from.
Yeah.
And I stand by that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just gonna say that the clay cares about kind of something that is to be stupid, because that whole meeting they had after they came back, when
Yeah.
they, I don't know, they sent Helen to an island in Russia. What
Yeah.
was that? That was so stupid.
That was
Made
so
no
stupid.
sense.
And
then
like
when
Magnus told them, you're being
lied,
stupid. You're just
half
setting
there.
yourself up for war. And they still were like, nah, it's cool. We're just going to do this.
And I'm sorry, but for characters that are supposed to be protected at all costs, they get kidnapped a lot.
Yes.
Like, how do you guys get taken every night? Like, what?
How did they not expect Meliorn at that fancy dinner party wasn't about to pull something?
Right? Come on.
Like
Literally.
and then at first they were
sounds
like,
like a
oh,
trap,
all of them
like
were
from the
kidnapped.
beginning.
And I was like, no, they were at Meliorn's house. Like, you don't think
Yeah.
anything to do with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, I think how we best sum up this
Yeah.
entire series is
The thing,
Clave's stupid, no thought, head empty.
Yeah.
And that's that. That's how we
Yeah.
wrap up the series.
I want to count how many pages we read, but that's just going to impress me.
I can send you a number in a few minutes if you give me a moment.
I mean, I'm sure it's like online. How many
Yeah.
in the Mortal Instruments books? So for the Mortal Instruments series, it's saying 3,488 pages.
This.
Just the Mortal Instruments. And then
The Infernal Devices.
Lord have mercy.
1760. So over like 50, like 5,000 pages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something around that number.
5,000.
I think it's closer to 6.
Yeah, probably closer to 6.
Yeah.
So let's just round it out. 6,000 pages.
Look, I put it on Twitter, but I'll say it here too. Cassandra Clare is committing a crime with stealing everybody's money, and I don't support that. She is. Like, there's no reason. We have spent 9 months reading just 9 of her books. We're not even halfway through her
That
bibliography.
is correct. That is correct. We're not halfway through.
2, 3, 4, 5.
No, Sammy, there were originally 18 books, but there's still like 2 more that are coming out next
Yeah.
year. So
I was talking about out now.
18, so we're halfway through.
Oh Lord.
God.
And the other ones that we haven't read yet are longer. So just put that.
Yeah, Infernal Devices and the Dark Artifices and The Last Hours are longer. The Elder Curses, which is the Malik series, is actually really, really short.
Cool.
Well,
yeah.
On that
and she has
depressing
another one
note-
called The Wicked Powers coming out. Someone.
Anyway, on that, as Taylor said, on that depressing note,
Yeah.
let's just.
Does anybody else have anything to
Yeah.
add?
What are y'all
This is
reading?
coming
No,
to
I
a
think we're
close.
done.
We finished 2 series by her, by Judith. Oh.
Yeah, no, I think we're good.
Hey, we talked for a while this one, so
Yeah. Good on us.
Ooh,
Yeah.
announcement time.
Yes.
Is anyone gonna guess what I picked? Is anyone gonna guess?
okay. Well, so what we're in case you've missed it, to whoever's watching, whoever might be watching after too. For the next at least 6 months, we're going to be switching up and reading a book that each host picks for the upcoming months. Next month is Skylar, so she's going to be our first person that's picking. Did you pick a book yet, Skylar? Or
Yeah.
should-
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to go around and guess. If anyone has any guesses on what Skylar's going to pick for us to read.
I got nothing for you.
I think, and I don't know if you've read this because
I'm covering my face because I don't want to spoil it.
I thought you were going to pick one you hadn't read, so that's my initial guess. And I don't know if you've even not read this because you read a lot of books and a lot of them mend together in my mind. But I was thinking Skyward by Brandon Sanderson, which is
That's
like,
exactly what my guess was, but I know it's wrong.
oh, okay. Okay, anyone else?
I'm fresh out of guesses. I suck at guessing, so I'm just not even gonna try.
My first instinct was the hating game, but probably not. Like I know I'm probably wrong.
Okay. Sky, you want to tell us what you picked?
Oh my gosh.
Okay. So
Am I
you're on
nervous?
the right track. Don't be nervous. You're on the right track. But
Okay.
it is a book I've read
Okay.
because I was like, look, it's been 9 months of not enjoying what I'm reading. I need to read something that I know I'm gonna like. I'm not taking any risks.
Oh god. Is that the first one?
Okay.
Is that like the first one in the series?
That is
Okay, okay.
standalone.
So
Oh my god.
here's an explanation as to why I picked
Okay.
this one. Oh no.
Okay.
Mika, I'm still holding it if you want to see.
I think
What's her name?
Mika's completely frozen on my screen, so I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, me too. Basically, I wanted to pick something that I knew I liked. Something that was a favorite. I pretty much have only read fantasy for the last like 2 months. Like I haven't really read anything else. Like I don't really want to right now. But I also didn't want to start everyone on a series because that's just kind of annoying to like pick the first book in a series because then you have to commit to a series and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Wallbreaker because it's my favorite. I love it a lot. And I hope you do too. And I hope it's something that you haven't read anything like before, except Tati, because Tati has read it.
Yep. And I am excited to reread it.
so. Is this a standalone? Wait, it says
Yes. it is
Yeah,
standalone.
because I just
Yeah.
looked and it says
Right
Warbreaker
now,
number.
they will second book at some point.
Nightblood.
But
Okay,
it's
they
like
will
far
the
off in
second
the
book,
future.
but they're like not even in the works yet. Like that's going to be years down the line probably.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's a standalone.
Okay. And it's less than 600 pages. You know what? I'll take it.
Her.
And also, the audiobook is really good.
Okay.
What the hell is this cover?
Yeah.
I've never seen something
That was
more-
the original. Also, if you want to read the ebook, the PDF is available for free on his website. That book is free on his website.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
Ooh.
Her.
Well, cool. I know
If you
absolutely
buy
nothing
it.
about Brandon
Oh.
Sanderson, so I'm excited.
Oh my
I
gosh.
listened to the
It's great.
listened
I
to
love
the
it a lot.
audiobook and it was very, very good.
I'm nervous. Okay. Warbreaker. All right. Well, that's
There you go.
that's it.
Boom.
That's it.
Woo!
So we're gonna workshop it and everything, but I think it'd be fun to make like a Goodreads group or something.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that. We'll be having like conversations on there, I'm sure, and
Follow us on Twitter.
yeah, follow.
We have all the
if
information
anybody
there.
ever, I'm open to all discussions on the book because I love talking about this book to literally anyone who will listen. So I'm here.
And I
You
think it would
are you open to book criticisms?
Yeah. Okay.
And I think it will definitely help too if we had like a Goodreads group just for me to put down my thoughts because big head.
Yeah, definitely.
No, after I finish the books.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think
I was thinking we
See, this is exactly why I do the reading notes every month, because otherwise I would get here like literally head empty, no thoughts.
yeah, so stay tuned for that. We're all really excited to cleanse the palate of Cassandra Clare, and you guys can learn more about like our specific case too, which is exciting.
Oh my god, this means I need to start thinking about what I'm gonna choose. Oh god.
Right?
I hate that. Okay.
I got some more to go. So.
Okay.
Well, cool.
Okay.
Perfect.
I think we're good here.
Are we gonna do a currently reading or are we just done?
Oh yeah, we have
Let's do
current
that.
readings.
Somebody else started. I need to grab mine.
Skylar, go ahead.
I'm currently on my reread of The Cult of Mr. Fury
Yes.
because I'm having a reread month and just
We love that.
Mika, I don't want to know. Keep that face to yourself.
Okay, at least I remember when you put in the group chat that you maybe were gonna pick a Curve Silver Flames for the next month, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna fight with everyone again. I'm happy that you didn't.
Is that next month?
Yeah, I was going to, but it doesn't come out until like the middle of the month. So
Yeah, no, we wouldn't have time to like
so I
turn
didn't
that
pick
around.
it because of that.
That turnaround would have been ridiculously fast.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That comes out next month. I guess we'll go back. And I'll say I'm reading this very tragic novel, and by tragic I mean it's just very boring. But I'm reading it for the Buzzword Reading Challenge for Dream, which is September's pick. And I don't know if I keep Sarah Dessen is like an interesting author, so we'll see if I continue to read her books in the future.
Okay.
Taylor, what are you reading?
Nothing.
Fair.
Love that. Are you planning on starting anything?
No.
Okay.
Excellent. Love that honesty.
Amazing.
Mika?
I have like 40%. Well, I have 5% left of Sea of Heavenly Fire. I'm gonna finish that. I have like 40% left of To All the Boys I've Loved Before, so I'm gonna finish that. And I'll either start Obsidio or Us Against You, which is Veritime number 2, and
Nice.
either one is gonna be a good time. So
Yes.
And that's like your 50th book of the year, right?
I think it's fun.
I mean, yeah, she's moving at a pace that none of us can keep up.
It's fine.
I am halfway through Sleeping Giants, which Sammy recommended, and I'm actually really, really liking. And I am also starting my reread of Sea of Monsters.
Ooh.
Goodreads says I started it yesterday, but I didn't read more than 8 pages yesterday, so technically I'm starting it today. And after this, I am rereading Obsidio.
Hey.
Hey.
So technically on Goodreads, it says that I'm reading With the Fire on High, but like I'm not actively reading it right now. So we all have those Goodreads moments. But I am reading the Pretty Little Liars series with Amelia. I don't know if she's still in here or not, but yeah, so I'm falling behind because like we've been new. But I'm going to read the second one. I think it's Flawless, so that should be quick. But I am going to plug my next live show on the 30th.
You ready to cry?
Yeah, I heard that it's going to be a tearjerker, but that live show is going to be on the 30th with the Top Shelf Society, my other book club. And it's the same time as this one, just in like a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Time, what is she?
I don't really cry in books, so it'll be interesting if I cry in this one.
Yeah.
We're good.
Ooh.
That's
That's it.
we made it. We did it.
Another one in the bag.
We gotta make a t-shirt. We survived.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.